Hey everyone! Welcome once again to another episode of the Peanut Gallery. I am your host, the mighty Jade Fang, here with you today to once again discuss the comics of the web variety with
Or
with my fellow co-host, the elf on the shelf, Elf.
oh yeah. Yep, I am the co-host here, Blueberry Elf or Elf for short, and I am the artist and co-writer of my own comic, Harleen on Webtoon Canvas. Which, yeah, that's pretty much it about me. Like I love reading comics, and that's why I'm here.
Of course. Bravely done, and so on and so forth. We also have another mighty guest here with us. One of the.
Hi.
Introduce yourself.
I am. We're going with Bridie because it's what they call me on Twitch, and I am the artist and creator of The Alchemist Bride, which is also on Webtoon Canvas. And yeah, you can find me on all the Alchemist Bride things. I just finished volume 1, so all the issues are up, and I'm currently on a hiatus. Sorry, but if you don't want to wait and you want to catch up,
I'm in
you
the
can.
exact same situation. I finished my first chapter, so now I'm on a hiatus too.
I'm good. I'm good. Well, I need all the time to draw the rest of it, which is what I'm doing right now. So there definitely
yeah.
is more. I'm not
I need to do my
abandoning
own prep
everybody.
work too. Yeah.
Yeah, you
I
can find me
completely
though.
understand you.
Jolly good, jolly good. Well, my five gents, you know why we're here. We're here to talk about comics, but I lied. We're also here to gamble. For we must satiate our crippling gambling addiction. All right, buddy, since
Are you talking about magic?
no, but that we can do later for a later time. Shh, spoilers. Don't let us know our weakness. Well, let me show you, Bridie, what we do here. Let me just change the screen here. Behold.
Also, quick hello to Andy in the chat.
Hello, Andy. Welcome to the. Oh, that's. Welcome to the stream. Hope you have fun and watch us as we talk about things and have opinions on them. All right, so, Bridie.
Yes.
And in front of you, you see we have a wheel with all the comic names that we are going to discuss. But we also have many names around it. Those are the genres that the stories that we have are from. Now, in front of your every character, you see that we have like a little green coin. That coin is a representative of five peanut coins that you can use to wager them on what the genre of the comic that we read will be. And if you win coins. And by the end of the stream, the person with the most coins gets to pick the last comic that we read.
Oh man. Okay.
So since you are new here, me and Elf will show you how it's done first. So I will begin, and I will take Andy's request, and I'm gonna put one on comedy. But I'm also gonna put
Well, they
one
did say all on comedy,
all
so
on
it's not
comedy. So
all
I'm just gonna
inspired.
take I'm gonna take partly then. It's a partly agree with them. I'm gonna put one on comedy. I'm gonna put one on fantasy, one on supernatural, and I'll also put one on. I'm feeling fancy. I'm gonna put one on romance. Keep one coin behind. Hell Elf, you may go now. Elf, you there? Yellow.
Oh, oh, yep, I am here. Sorry. But okay, my turn. Okay, let's see. I will go one on romance. And
One on
then
romance.
mhm. Then I think also, one on the gay one. You know what I mean?
One on the gay one.
Yeah.
Gotta like the gays. What else?
Mm-hmm. That'll be it.
That'll be it. All right. So you will have 3 coins remaining. 1 and a 2 and a 3. All right, righty. You witness us and our betting ways. Now it is your turn.
Okay, I think I'm gonna stay on brand with my own comic. I'm gonna go romance.
1 on romance.
I'm gonna go. Let's see. Let me try. I don't know if I'm gonna. I don't know if it's horror. I wouldn't say it's horror, so I guess supernatural.
1 on
Try that.
supernatural. Okay.
Mm,
That's 2.
perhaps sci-fi because she is an alchemist
So 1 on
and it's
sci-fi.
science. Yeah,
So that's 3.
and then I think I'm also just. I think I'm good with that.
All right. So you will have 2 coins remaining. And now with no further bets being placed, we shall spin the wheel. Are you guys ready?
Mm-hmm.
I suppose so. 3, 2, 1, go. To Burn and Olive Branch is the comic we will
Ooh,
be looking at today.
I like the
Let,
name.
let's see what that one is. It is a, drum roll, fantasy drama.
So the only winner is Jade.
Only
I
winner,
should have
but
said
not by much
fantasy.
though. Only winner, but not by much though. Only win the 2 measly coins because everything's a fantasy nowadays. There's so much fantasy. There's a section called fantasy romance. It's just they just stick them both together.
Romantasy.
Romantasy. Yeah, that's really
Romantasy.
the category. That's really my category.
Look, because there's so many comics that are romance fantasies, and they just like let's just make one that's just romance fantasy, and then you pick something else. Alrighty then. Go to the web page. The why is it not open? Oh wait, I gotta go back.
Are these all webtoons, or are they
Yes,
on other
that they
platforms? They're all just on webtoons.
there are some that are not webtoons.
Yeah.
Oh, gotcha.
There's
Okay.
a very few
Occasionally.
comics that were upload were suggested that were in another platform, and we
Gotcha.
look at them over there as well. All right, so in the world where fallen stars must guide a mortal to worldly glory in order to ascend, one girl keeps inadvertently messing up their plans. And it's a big boys comic, so prepare
Well,
yourselves.
not too big boy,
Not too big boy, but
Medium boy.
medium. It's like
Yeah,
there the boy
the
that's like in
welcoming
that
cover
weird
art.
changing of the voice phase.
Mm. We got some cover art.
Some cover art, yeah.
Very threatening with that olive branch.
And she's not burning as much as
That's why
she's
you gotta burn
stabbing.
it.
Yeah, I feel like that is the opposite use of an
Wait,
olive
is she
branch because the
stabbing him
opposite
in the
use.
neck?
Yeah.
That's not how you burn an olive branch. Wait, hello, thank you for checking out my comic. Please just like and subscribe on the protocol. This is not a comedy. I just wanted to say that.
Paracetalo?
Yeah. What?
Mm.
Parasita lol. I think that's what they meant. Oh, it's also
Oh,
on tap as an extra.
Mm.
Before I forget. All right, I think this is the main character speaking. So Elf,
Well,
take
they're
it.
thinking.
They're
They're
thinking.
thinking.
They're thinking.
Because
So Elf.
I can recognize the thought spiky bubbles. Which
Yeah. So
yeah.
you're going to be the main character, regardless of who they are.
Well, what if this isn't the main character?
Well, if it's not the main character, then you're not going to be the main character. Then you're going to be the side character, and we'll get somebody else
Okay,
for it.
fine. Okay. Mind over matter. Modesty over pride. Mercy over wrath.
Ketchup over mayonnaise.
Hmm. These are the teachings of the Priory of Blessed Hearts. Uh, so am I the nun
Oh, I
Yep,
could be
or?
the
you're the
nun.
nun. You're the nun. You're a nun person
Well,
now.
well, okay. I guess Jay told me I'm the nun. So a girl should look her best before she gets in a fight.
Oh.
Very, very short chapter.
Yeah, very short. And it
Okay, that's
repeats
same.
it. Yeah,
Uh, so I was the main character narrating, and then like the nun is someone else.
I guess. Yeah.
I can nun.
So
I can nun if nun talks
you
again.
you can nun. Okay, you're gonna nun now.
You're gonna
You're
nun.
you're you're, you're
I can nun
nunning
that.
all over the
You're
place.
nunning all, all over.
I'm gonna nun it. I'm gonna nun it up.
You're gonna nun it up,
Okay,
right?
that that is a teaching of Sister Moira.
There you go, nun.
Be careful with my hairpin.
Oh, you nun so much better than me.
I doubted it the entire
some
time.
expert nunnage right here.
Yeah. Of course I will be.
I'm so excited. Sister Moria didn't give us jewelry when we competed. Well, we didn't make it to the final stage, and besides, your father gives you jewelry. This is not the final stage. This is just the last trial at priority. And every word referring to this thing. My father didn't give it to me. He guarded it along with the instruction to wear it night and day. It's not the same.
Mm.
Oh, this is very short.
So if I win, can I keep the hairpin?
Ahem.
All right.
Yay!
Now you hurry up and get ready while I go deal with the prior.
I do wonder what's going on. Why does she have like a mask on like a ninja?
Mm. Bro, it's just part of the modesty, probably.
Cosplaying Kakashi, I think.
Mm.
That's why you never see her open her mouth.
Time to
I think this is
time to
you.
win a hairpin for myself. And a priory for Sister Moira. Again,
Right.
very short chapters.
We will go one more and then we'll give
Mm-hmm.
a opinion about this introduction. And it
Okay,
repeats.
repeat.
Uh, how about this character be done by you, Bridie?
Finally. Are you satisfied with your appearance now, or shall we call the palace beauticians? Since you evidently believe we have all day to sit around waiting.
But Prior Theodore, I was only late because my stepmother needed my help this morning. I was scrubbing dishes before the sun even rose. I had no time to brush my hair, and I didn't want to show up to the trial looking untidy.
Demir has already informed me that you merely overslept.
The mirror's a tattletelling.
Mm.
What?
Oh,
What
the
have
mirror's a
I
tattletelling.
told? What have I told you about telling lies? If you're going to lie, ensure that it is more believable than the truth. Otherwise, you embarrass the both of us.
Yep, and
Dang.
that's the fourth one. That's
Definitely some advice.
definitely some opinions. Some opinions and thoughts already arising. Oh, look at them. Oh, they're coming. They're coming. And they're here.
Who?
It's time for thought and opinion mode. That's what I'm saying.
Ah.
All right, so I already have some thoughts, but I want to let you get yours out first, so we don't have to repeat them. What are your thoughts, Elf, on what was presented thus
Me?
far? Yes.
Oh, mean, I I thought it was pretty fine, you know. It's like maybe I don't know. I think nothing really quite reached out to me just yet because like I think I mean the narration part in the beginning was like a bit cool, but other than that, it was kind of like day to day. Oh, like she's getting ready for this thing, but we don't really know what the thing is. So
Well, it's a priory.
I don't know what that is.
Yeah. Of course, it's a priory. You
I
know,
Of
think
priory.
course.
I think the main problem with this introduction is that it's too short to give the reader an idea of what the story's about.
Yeah, all the episodes are a bit too short, and they also like that it gets cut into with like the little mini like recap panel to make you like remember what happened last time, but like with how short they are, it's like not kind of necessary in a way. That's just my
This
opinion.
no, this story gives me like a feeling that this creator maybe is new to the webcomic space and hasn't
Yeah.
really gotten the groove of how long a chapter should be to intrigue a reader into continue reading your story. Because
Yeah,
in the
I'm kind
beginning it's like kind of overwhelming. All like the different things you have to draw and poses and paneling and having to format everything all at once. So kind of makes the process a little
Yeah.
bit slower. So you think like, oh, if I make my chapter shorter, I can kind of manage it more. And it doesn't really work out as great as you want it to.
Because it can like affect things like pacing if it's not
Because
like supposed to be a like if it's like a 4 panel daily comic, that's different than like if you want to do a more narrative thing and then you have like really short episodes that kind of it breaks up the pacing a bit and it makes it like like a decent amount of time clunky to read.
Yeah, I agree. I think there's a big difference between a comic strip and a narrative tale, um, like a full sequential narrative tale. I'm afraid to say anything about it being too long or too short because my chapters I think are really long. I don't want to make it about me, but like they really tell a complete beginning to end. And I don't know if that's right or wrong. I'm new to the webtoon space too, so maybe this breaking up and this I've seen this like 2 or 3 panel methodology to keep up with pacing and stuff, but I agree on a read through it doesn't pay off because you keep getting interrupted. So even though we want to know more about the priory and like what is she doing and earning that hairpin, it's getting kind of in the way of itself. And I agree. I think the repeated panels are unnecessary. I'm like, oh, we
Yeah.
just saw that because they're so short. Obviously, you're going to read the next one anyway, so you don't really need to be reminded of that. But I think the art is really cute.
No, yeah, it's very quaint. And I will say like the I think the standard for like the average like amount of panels per webtoon episode is like around like 40. So, yeah, I would say at least you definitely
it's
are good
around
on
40 to
that.
50.
Yeah. And I usually try to like reach that with my episodes too, even though I will admit I have talked about how I think once I got around to like episode 5, I started for my own comic, I started splitting the episodes in half when I posted it, but that just came from like me taking so long to make them all by myself, which again, now that I know how to make them better, I will obviously be quicker at that when I get to it. But like It just like if you want to have an episode and like I highlight that mine is like, oh, this is the first half of an episode, so it makes sense a little short. But these like
Mhm.
there's no indication of that in the title, so you're expected to like have like you expect to have a little more to chew on, when you click on
Yeah.
episode.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
No,
I agree.
definitely. But art
That's all I'm
wise,
saying.
I do have to agree with you. The art does look very nice, very clean.
Yeah,
Portions look well.
I think it's cute.
Hmm.
I agree with you. I think the only main problem is that it's like too short. Like imagine
Yeah,
like
it's short and there's
like
barely like. Mm-hmm.
imagine like a
Go.
random reader finds this comic and they're like after like the third episode, like what's it like webtoons, like the automated system asks you, hey, you've read 3 episodes, would you like to continue? Sometimes they could go, but I
Mm-hmm.
think most readers at the beginning like this, they would get annoyed at having to click it all the time to get to a story.
Well, click and then you find the panel you just read.
Yeah, which is
And
even
then there's
worse.
really only a couple more. But again, it's so much work. I get it
Yeah.
too.
Like
Also, a
Can't
quick
really.
read
you have
of
to
the
remember, like readers are
chat.
lazy.
Yeah. Also, a quick read of the chat. Andy, honestly, a little hard to have an opinion since not much was covered in those few episodes, which I think we kind of agreed upon. There
Yeah.
was like
Yeah.
not much happening. Yeah, understand having short episodes due to being a new independent creator, which again we completely understand.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
Are they?
completely
Are they? Have
understand.
they
I think
posted
I
like
think
an
I did
episode
say all
recently?
that, and it's like it's a new person. They're
Yeah.
still getting into the groove of it, but I mean, we gotta tell them is like and because of the media the medium that they're putting their story in, they have to kind of follow like the medium rules. And the medium rules is like the episodes have to be a little bit longer because readers don't like having to click through to see every single next page every like 5 seconds. Like just imagine how fast you consume a comic page. And then like after you're done with that, gotta click, gotta wait for the to loading, and then the next one and the next one. It gets tiring. Even though, people, you should be, be a little courteous, but people are lazy. You gotta just accept the fact some people are just lazy and they don't want to do it.
I don't know. I wouldn't say they're lazy. They might just be, again, I mean, these are fully realized, fully colored,
No, I'm not
they're
talking about
complete
the
pieces.
art, the author. I'm talking about the reader themselves. Like
Oh,
you
right, right,
you
right.
as a reader, you don't want to expend energy clicking on things, waiting for the next thing to load up so you can like read it in a second and then wait 5 more seconds for the next one.
Right. So that's the thing about the creator, the thing has to kind of control the pacing for the person so they don't get tired like that. But so you kind of have to learn how to build momentum, um, which is its own skill entirely. So I don't really fault them, but this one it feels incomplete. Like they feel like
Yeah.
incomplete. I know, like obviously they're incomplete because they're kind of doing like a couple, like basically like a panel at a time. But I mean, if it's going to be this incomplete, maybe a panel at the time, like a single panel at the time, would make more sense than like
No,
I don't
since they are
I don't
just
know.
beginning, I think the only like thing that they could do is, posting, 5 or 6 panels every week is, commendable in itself because you know how hard it is to make a comic page. But after they've posted it, maybe condense some of these chapters, these uploads into like one big upload.
Oh, like repost it. Yeah, that might be a good idea.
Yeah,
And
just
then they could get rid of the extra panels too.
yeah, they get rid of the extra panels, like their chapters get a little bit longer because they're longer. You get little bit more engagement.
That might be smart. I don't know how. I don't know the webtoon like whatever algorithm enough to know whether or not that's effective, whether that's bad to do or good to do. But I think story wise, they would benefit from it once they get their art like finished and the like thought complete. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I agree. I feel like the end of this comic would feel satisfying if she was like walking into whatever the priority is. Like that would be a full introduction. It's like she's getting ready for this thing. We know she's getting ready for a thing. We know it's exciting because the other girls were talking about it. She's kind of getting some lip about how she was late and stuff. And then she's like, well, I'm gonna go win that hairpin, and then you literally kind of see what she's going into. But that would have been all 5 of these chapters, and then I assume perhaps chapter 6 or 7 where she goes into whatever she's doing, and I feel like that would be a complete thought engaging, like from there, like getting, like you said, like collecting it all. It just feels I would just like it to end. It doesn't have to be finished, but I do feel like the chapter itself should be like a complete thought.
No, I agree with you there. No, just have like a no, an introduction just has to introduce you to the world. So either introduce the reader to why this competition is important, or better yet, there's also a different type of introduction you can do. Is you introduce your characters, the main character's personality, and why they want to do this. They don't even have to explain why it is important to the world, but why is it important to the character. Because I feel like usually in story introductions, you have to focus on one or the other, and you just have to like tunnel vision into it. Because if your character is interesting and they're like their personality and their drives, then people are going to continue reading, and vice
Mhm.
versa. If the world is interesting, that can get people's attention as well. But you can do the other one later. Just I'm saying, like in the first few panels of your story, I think you can only really do one or the other. Anyway, Jenner, that's
Mhm.
my view on it at the very least. Well, I think we
I did
said.
it's Yeah.
Did you want to say anything else about it?
No. It made me want to see more because I'm curious, but the format, this is probably what we already said, but I think the format doesn't motivate me to want to see more. Like it doesn't leave me on a cliffhanger necessarily. It just leaves me with more questions.
Yeah, it's like you kind of just took scissors and like snipped like a conversation, but like not at any of like the engaging parts.
True, true, very true. So
But again,
anyway,
the art's so cute.
Yeah.
the art I think is like the biggest, the strongest point for this comic because it's very good. So, anyways, without further ado, we shall move along to the peanut rating. Uh, Bridie, for you to know, since webtoons they took out the rating system for the comics, we decided to do them here. Except we do the comic rating out of 8 for no particular reason whatsoever.
I love that. What, I didn't know they rated them before. So what, they would be out of 5 stars or something? Like every comic would have.
Out of 10.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah, but they
It
took it
used to,
out.
yeah, yeah.
That's how new I am. I didn't even know they had ratings. That's
Well,
probably a good idea.
now you know, and knowing is half the battle.
Yeah, it's one thing for like random people to be able to rate a comic even without having read it. But like here, it's like you specifically ask for, "Hey, read my comic and tell me what you think." So that's why I feel like the ratings we give are very justified because they ask for it.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
8
anyway,
peanuts. Got it.
I will start us off as well. I would deem this comic a solid, I think, 5.5 out of 8. And I give it a 5.5 because of the lack of introductory content in the beginning of the comic. Like formatting wise, I think it's good. Art wise, I think it's great. I think the proportions that they like, as I've said in many comics, no 3D assets were found in the background. So even more points for that. But I think that a story that's presented is like the most important part of your comic. And if you're not presenting enough of it in the introduction, I think it does kind of hinder the interest that a reader can get on it. But this problem, I think, is the easiest one to fix personally, because it's just put more of the introduction in the introduction section and you'll be fine. But it is still a passable grade, but 5.5 I think is where is a good is a good judge of grading for it. Right, how about you, Elf? What do you think?
My rating, I think I'm gonna go with like around like a 5.5 out of 8 because like I can see the effort they put in and like the color choices are nice, the art looks clean. There was just not really much for me to hook in the very beginning. especially with like how like short and like spaced out the story was in these chapters, it just wasn't enough to interest me. Like I think usually we say like that is like if you try and condense like the episodes into like shorter ones just to like get the story started faster so readers know what they're getting into. Yeah.
All right, so 5.5 as well.
Hmm.
Definitely not
Yep.
copying me whatsoever. Completely original thought.
Hey,
All right, Bridie, how about you? What are your thoughts?
I'm gonna be completely original. I think I'm kind of in the same boat though. It's like a 5.55 for me. The art doesn't look like a new person. This looks like somebody who, um, like an established artist already. Like there's a definitive style. I agree. I like that there's not like it looks hand drawn. It looks like they made it. I really like the thumbnail. I think the art obviously is carrying it. I personally have a thing about too much white space in between panels because it's like a lot extra scrolling. So that could have hurt the pacing a little bit too because I'm like waiting to see the next thing. So I like when like I don't know the layout of the panels are closer together or like the story continues. Like I like carrying the eye all the way through and down. So I feel like the white space kind of interrupts when there's a lot of flow. But like we talked about before, I think it's just kind of wanting more story and then also it feeling it's like it's falling a little bit short, feeling a little incomplete because you like are more confused than you are motivated. So I feel like yeah they need to lead with more story up front, and then after that, once you have the world established, I think after that maybe you can shorten up. Now that you're already invested, it's like okay, well I want to see what happens. So you can shorten up the later issues, but I
Now
do
that
think you
now
should
that I got
front
you
load.
hooked in this crack cocaine, I'm just gonna
Right,
give you a
right,
little
right.
bit.
Right. Once you front load the world building, you're good. But this one is still building the world. And yeah, I think it's a bit of an ask on issue 5 to still be confused about what the event is and what the world is and where they are.
You can't be asking what's going on after the introduction. You're like, all right, this is what this is about.
I think it's fixable though.
No, it is very fixable. You just
yeah.
show more story in your story.
Like I'd love to see a revised version of it, I think, too.
Agreed, agreed, agreed. So wait, did you give a rating? Did you give a number rating? I
I
didn't
did. I
hear.
said 5.55.
5.5. 5.55
5.
repeating.
5. Yeah. Yeah, I'm repeating it forever and ever.
Repeating.
Yep.
Just to be different. Okay.
Yep.
All right, so that is the rating. We have decided 5.5 unanimously. Uh,
Yeah.
let me just. If you want to read the comic, it is called To Burn the Olive Branch. You know, no olive branches were burned in this introduction. 0 out of 10. Just joking though. But you know, go
If you
give
ins-
it the like, the comments, the subs, you know, all the things that we want people to do. And then from there, we shall go back to the betting screen. Let me change it here for you guys. Wait. There, change. There we go. All right. So in this last iteration, only I won with the fantasy. But fantasy is the most common comic, so you don't win
Yeah.
that much. It's kind of like all reliable at this point.
Yeah.
So with that, how about you start us off this time, Bridie? You got 3 coins, I believe. No, 2 coins.
Okay.
Where do
I'm
you
going
want
to
to?
go. Let's see. Let's do animals.
Animals.
I feel like that's kind of fun.
You know that the big multiplier means there's very few comics, right?
I'm going for it.
All right.
I am doubling down. I did sci-fi before, I think. How about heartwarming? Give me also heart. Well, I don't know what defines heartwarming.
It's
Heartwarming is
oh
defined by the, I'm guessing things that make you happy. I
Hmm.
guess.
You know what? I'm gonna go back to romance.
Gonna go back to
That's it.
romance.
Yeah.
Okay.
mm.
And now I'm
Animals
out.
and romance.
Hmm.
All right, Elf, how about you? You got 3 coins. Where you putting them?
uh Listen, again, Andy's back at it again with all on comedy, so I have to put at least one on comedy.
I
Gotta
looked
be
hard
the,
at comedy.
you just gotta listen to Andy. You know he knows best.
One. And then I'm gonna put one on sci-fi.
And one on sci-fi. Anything else?
Yep. That's it.
That's it. All right. How many do I have? I have one, two, and three as well. Let's put one again on fantasy. The all reliable. Then I don't know. And then let's put one in drama. I think drama is the thing that sometimes happens. I think you know what? You go big or go home. I'm gonna put one in action.
Hmm.
All right. I think that's what I'm gonna put it in. Yeah. Yeah, because you know what they say, like, if you go all in, you're bound to win at something.
I feel really good about animals.
You feel really good about animals? All
I
right,
feel
let's see
really
then.
good about it.
Right, so with that, we shall spin the wheel. Three, two, one, go. Right, and we got. Oh wait, this is the one that was from the last one. So
Ah.
this one I forgot to take out of the thing, but we read. Oh, I know why. It's because I chose it as the one that I picked last time, so I
Is it
forgot to
about
take.
animals
Mm.
though?
No,
No,
it's
no.
not.
If we have to re-roll, it's gonna be the next one.
It's gotta be. Oh, wait, let me take it out. You gotta take it out of here. Let's see. It's Calum Sky. You know what, let's just spin it. Let's like take it out from the list.
Come on, animals.
The Mannequin.
Is it a
Hmm.
romance?
I actually think this is a horror.
Dang it.
It's. I think it is a horror anyway. The Mannequin. It is. Frank. It's a horror supernatural. I should have put in
Damn.
supernatural.
Ugh.
I was so.
So
Yeah.
close. I was right next to it. I was like, I should have put in the supernatural. No, I'm gonna be fancy
Wait a
and put
minute.
on
Does that mean
action.
I have the singular coin left?
You have the singular coin left.
I have.
Hmm. Hmm. Gee, I wonder what my strategy will be. Wait, does that mean I just automatically win?
I guess, yeah.
Let's go. Okay.
All
Ooh.
right, here we go. Wait, let's.
Now I will be considering which comic I will choose.
All
Well,
right,
I'll maybe still bet and win the last one. See what happens. But
let's make this. All right. Welcome to The Mannequin, a webtoon about exploring other dimensions and the stories that lie within them. Be warned, gazing into the dimensions has a rippling effect on who we are. The outcome of these ripples is uncertain, but the effect will be genuine. There's always a story awaiting you behind the door of reality, and even works of fiction can have a lasting effect on the soul. Horsey Mannequin and Uroki awaiting you. All right. I guess it's another one of those short stories. I guess I'll be the mannequin. What voice should give him?
also, can you make it big for our screen?
Is it? Oh yeah, right. Forgot to change it for you guys. Good call. Good call. All right. Hello. My name is the mannequin.
Hmm.
A being sent to observe the actions to creatures many dimensions and share the stories to those that cannot tell to themselves. As an interdimensional time traveler and the keeper of the archive and knowledge and observer of each of the dimension flows toward the same path. Yet not all paths are good to follow, not very good, no. Let me give you an example of one. Uroki, please pass the today story. Any day now. Come on. Right. Oh, wait, this is another one. Elf, you be the redhead over here.
Okay. Um, right away, Mr. Mannequin.
Wee wee. Uroki, the strange maid. Many thanks. You guys are gonna love this one. This was very good.
Oh wait, I was
Uh,
totally. I want to be the animal. I'll be horsey.
Oh, this is the. Oh, this is
I was
Horsey's?
gonna say I want to be all the
Yeah.
animal mascots if possible.
Oh, wait. Is the mannequin like his speech bubbles always thorny? Oh, yeah. This is the horse.
Yeah.
All right, you be the horse then.
You guys are gonna love this one.
Horsey, sentient horse plush. Indeed, Horsey. This one is a good. The Tales of Men. Our story begins with a woman walking down the street engrossed in her phone.
Hollow Knight.
Oh, Hollow Knight. Oh, yeah, Hollow Knight.
Sorry,
Mhm.
I noticed that immediately.
I see it.
She was engrossed in her phone playing Pokemon Go, not looking where she was going. Obviously, oblivious to the world around her. She was catching Pikachu for the 11th time. As her thumb glides across the screen, she collides with something hitting her head. The collision forces her backwards with a falling bump. Thump. Disoriented, she looks up and memories suddenly flood her mind.
Oh.
That house was weird because she was looking at her. When she was young, she used to wear a really big shirt. People thought she was weird because of it. Dollhouse on sale now. She asked for a special present for her birthday. It was a thing she most wanted. But her parents said no.
A boyfriend.
However, her parents are very poor and only bought the necessities. But then, faced with their daughter's excitement, the poor parents could not help but want to fulfill her daughter's wishes. And her parents look very young.
Mm.
They made the plans, gathered the materials, and did their best to recreate the thing their daughter wanted most for her birthday, a dollhouse. They open it. When she opened the gift, the sparkle in her eyes trickled out. Like water from a cracked pitcher, she did not get a dollhouse, but it was not a doll. No, she did get a dollhouse, but it was not the dollhouse she wanted. It was one made from random scrap. Her father was flipping her off with the wrong finger. Her poor parents told her that they couldn't afford the real one. What they did not realize was that when joy and excitement left, disappointment and pain and hatred entered. This was when her villain art began. With an otherworldly wrath, she tossed the handmade dollhouse into the fireplace.
Oh my
Okay.
god.
But there was
Jeez.
no fire because their parents could not afford it. Whoosh. Never mind. The fire consumed the dollhouse of love, and our poor parents cried because both of them had spent like 3 hours making it. It was a lot of work. A lot of work and despises and rejected. Still consumed with bewildering fury. And that's the face of somebody that's very angry. She took her left hand and burned
Uh-oh.
it because that's what kids do and thrust it into the fireplace, not feeling the fire, hearing the crackling and the sizzling, and it seemed her hand stayed in there forever. Her father was like, "That's freaking weird, bro." Horrified, her poor father pulled his daughter from the fire. Pull? The daughter snatched away from the poor father and runs into the phone. She shouts with an evil smile, "Don't worry, mommy and daddy. I'll call for some help."
Of course she's gonna lie to the police.
Of course she is. She called 911, telling them that her parents hurt her and her parents were taken away. And after many foster homes, she's been on her own since becoming an adult. But the house still follows her. Remembering the past, the woman still lusted after the dollhouse. Standing up from the cold asphalt, she attempts to take the dollhouse from that is floating in front of her. Grab. The object would not move. Struggling with all her might, she tugged as hard as she could one last time, and instead of it coming down, it went up. Because gravity is bullshit.
Mm.
Far past the clouds above where the birds don't fly and where prayers are heard. She floats into the void. Yes, somebody was. What? What the?
Oh wow.
Okay.
Okay. And this question on her life actions, hovering, speechless, she peers into the blinding eyes of beings that are completely nude. But she got
She
the
got that
dollhouse in the
dollhouse
end.
though. Yeah.
So she won, far beyond time and space. What a fucked up story, Horsey. I told you not to give me your fan fiction. That concludes the stories. Hopefully, you've enjoyed our session. Personally, I have. Make sure to stop by again and invite your friends. It's always good to see a few new faces. Even though I don't have eyeballs. Farewell. Adieu. All right. Kind of a not not feeling like getting scared stories, more like creepy stories.
It's like Twilight Zone.
Like Twilight, yeah,
Yeah.
exactly like Twilight Zone. I think Twilight Zone is the best description of it. I don't know, mate. I think they don't like me.
Well, well, well. Look who's downgraded his literature to comics.
No downgrade. Hello.
Shut up. I like looking at pictures, okay? Well, look at my Tims. A downgrade. Horsey, sometimes a writer needs a little help to convey a story to a reader. Some say it weakens the imagination, limits vocabulary. Others consider it an upgrade from its past predecessors.
Take the insult and shut up. You talk too much.
Remember who pays your paycheck. Who writes your paycheck. Hello, I am the mannequin. And today we are going through a fine fantasy of comic story called Shredded the City of Abs. Shredded the City of Abs. Let us begin. In a dark black and white town, there lives a man called the Rags, a man who pays his rent with justice. How do you think that works? What's the transfer rate for justice? You guys think
2 to 1.
2 to 1,
3 to 1.
like five to
Eight.
5 to 17,
Like 3 peanuts.
3 peanuts and like a cheese sandwich.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, you can't live on justice nowadays.
Or it's just a six pack because
Just a
he's abs
six
packed.
pack.
Yeah.
All right. Rags, while sitting on his couch, scrolls through a delivery app for perfect food to match his uneventful Saturdays until he's met with a surprise. First, he looks at the sushi restaurant from online ordering. What the? All right. Bridie, I think this character calls you then.
Okay. Let me get a sense of him. Is he like an octopus? What do we think? Is he like an octopus?
I don't know. I think he's like wearing like a mask.
They breed their shrimp in a septic tank.
Next, he looks at a place called the Ham Smandish for online order.
And their ham tastes suspiciously like how dog food smells. Maybe there's something better on Dash and Eat. The chili pot. Not bad. Not good either. I'll take it.
1 hour later, he suddenly gets a knock on the door.
I wonder if it's my order. It had better still be warm.
Bam! FBI, open up! Oh snap! He got kid.
Oh,
He got
dang.
he got murked. He got murked
No,
good.
wrote me out.
How did they know I was here? Oh, this is him.
How did they know I was here? Floop. I knew I should have been on that watch tonight, but that evil villainous laziness always woos me with her wiles. Oh,
Just you just
whoosh.
he just shrugged down a couple of bullet wounds like it was just a flesh wound.
I have to get away from prying eyes.
Splurt, splurt. Oh my god, his eyes. Oh, honk honk. Man, the guy is ripped.
Yeah, does everybody in the city have abs? Is that the...
Is that what it is? Is the other guy
I don't
that's on
know.
the thing have abs as well?
Does he have just the most abs out of...
No, no, the other guy's just wearing a shirt.
I don't know.
Is he about to grab a? Yeah, he is about to grab a light pole.
Dang. Happy rag noises.
Honk honk. Scream. Yamate.
The chili pot!
The chili.
No, not a chili
Oh,
bun.
I thought
Wait,
maybe
is
the
that?
chili pot had arrived.
Oh wait, the chili
That's
pot
where
is
he ordered.
the restaurant, I guess.
Yeah. I guess he's not getting his order.
All right, Elf. This is your time to shine.
Okay. What the heck happened here?
Go back in the kitchen and get me a bowl of chili, and I'll tell you. Oh, and don't put broken glass in it. It's rough on the stomach.
Heat up. That'll keep you warm.
It's perfect, minus the spit.
How
How can he tell?
how did he know?
Hmm. And you still haven't spit it out yet? What type of freak are you?
One that wouldn't have hawked into someone's chili.
You know, the thing that I think about is that if you can tell, that means it's happened more than once. It's happened enough that
Yeah.
you can tell the difference when it happens.
Hmm. I've done worse. Now are you gonna tell me the reason why?
Grab.
That there's a blipping van hanging out of my diner?
Calm down. I said I was going to tell you, but first, could you get me some coffee? It's past my bedtime.
Oh, don't I know that feeling? Oh, that's not a cup of coffee.
Fine, be that way. I'll just stay awake on this tainted chili. It all started 2 months ago when I was making my rounds across the city for evildoers
Oh, a vigilante.
that hid in the dark, funky butt crack of this town, scoping out the docks with a fine-tooth comb. Oh,
What? I guess the story continues.
I didn't expect that.
I didn't.
Hmm.
Yeah, kind of
Based on the other one, I didn't expect that.
thought I was gonna finish this. All right, let's go last one
Hmm.
then. Okay, so
Oh, Horsey.
it's
I
horse.
see you've returned. You're probably questioning why a charming horse plush like me is talking to you. Let me answer that question for you. It's because you walked through the door. And what door is that, you may ask? The door of understanding. You've returned to this place where stories are told and nightmares are given, I think.
I was gonna
Hey,
say
mannequin, is that right?
what? No, they're just here because the shrooms are starting to act up again.
Hmm.
They're just kicking in. Now, horsey, stop pestering our guests. They've come back interested, isn't it? They've come back interesting, isn't it?
But, mannequin, I wanted to tell a story this time.
That time is not now, horsey.
You know what I mean, mannequin? I'm not just your pet. I have this deep story about candy corn that will boggle their minds.
But yes, but today's story is about a beloved pet. And if you keep interrupting me again, I'll start getting the machine right back
Hmm.
running.
You trying to say something?
Wait, is it gonna be a different story? Oh my god, is it a different story?
What?
Oh, the other one
What?
didn't finish?
I guess it just did it. It's just like it
Let's see,
all started
continue.
when I was looking at the thing. It's like, all right, now that's done then. Ahem. One sunny morning, a young woman moves into a new neighborhood. Her new neighbors greet her with open arms. Wait, is this the same woman that got fished out with the dollhouse?
I don't know. I think the other woman was a bit more like a alternative with their style.
Yeah, I guess, yeah.
Oh,
Well, there's the touching. Mm.
Wait, is that her?
No, I think this is what it means that the neighbors accepted her with open arms.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Even more neighbors appeared, bombarding her with gifts. But the young woman's dog was skeptical of his surroundings, nervously strides beside her.
Oh, the dog is sus.
That's because
Things.
dogs cannot see the color red. For them, it just looks like a green. And he was like, why is there giving him a bunch of green stuff? It doesn't make sense. Because the dog sees the situation differently. It's almost as if they were pulled by strings like puppets, leaving full control of the care of another. The dog runs over to the neighbors, growling and barking at them.
Bark, bark, bark.
Bark. A strange woman jumps backwards, wincing at the dog's presence. Shh. Elf, how about you read this MC this time?
Okay. Oh, sorry.
Wondering what was wrong with him, the young woman picks him up and runs into the house. The young woman scolds the dog and puts him inside his kennel all alone. Running back outside, she apologizes to the woman and they all walk away together, chatting with one another. 1 week later, the grafting. They were going to the mall, they bought stuff. They gave her a black eye. One day, the young woman coming back home from shopping at the mall sits down from the fun and yet tiresome day.
Creak.
Creak. Flop.
Oh.
There was a person outside. Don't worry about it. That's normal here. She went to sleep. Common mistake. She sinks deeply into the cushions of her sofa watching TV until it starts watching her back. Now asleep, she doesn't notice that a woman peering into her patio window. It's her neighbor, Deborah. She is kind of a weirdo. The dog watches the ladies, gawking at her like you would an animal at the zoo. A swift scratch to the glasses wakes her up from the heavy sleep, opening her eyes. She hears the dog barking in worry. The dog looks at her with sadness as he stares at her trembling hands. Well, I guess that's the end of the story. All right. And with that, we shall go to opinions and thought modes. What were your thoughts on this comic, everyone?
I like the limited color palette a lot. I like the moments of red.
I do think the art
Positive,
style
positive
is very
spice.
iconic. Very good. Like it's very interesting to look at. Like like the composition of the panels, the style that they use for the characters, the
I
proportions,
like.
the poses, and the
Yeah, I
backgrounds are
don't.
very like interesting to look at.
I do think they use 3D elements for the backgrounds.
They
And
do
I
use
also
some,
think
yeah. I do see some, but the thing about 3D assets, if you don't notice them, that means you did it right.
I think they look nice. They're well placed.
Yeah.
The other thing I'll say is I don't know, but I think they used there's a lot of really tactically used texture brushes. So what looks like traditional cross hatching to me is a brush doing the work.
Oh,
That's
that's
neither
definitely a
bad
brush
nor
doing the
good.
work.
That's just like a realization or an observation. I think it's well done. I think the textures are really cool, really cool. It's fun to look at.
It is fun to look at.
I think the
Story
contrast is really
wise,
good.
story wise, the I think the short story element can work, but I do think the stories seem to like be kind of have like an unfinished feeling at the end of them. Kind of like they don't conclude like the little creepiness factor. At least for me, in the last two, the stories kind of seem unfinished. Like it could have kept going, but it just stopped.
To be fair, it does look like there is a part two for the one we just read. But the problem with this is that the hook sets you up thinking that they'll complete the story. So then the second one that doesn't feel complete feels like a letdown because I feel like the first one, which is the hook, is so complete. So I think that sets up the precedent for it won't be to be continued. These are going to be self contained stories. And then when it's not, now you're confused as a reader. Um, but that last one does say part one and part two
Oh yeah,
based
the last
on
one does
what
have a
I'm
part
looking
two. I
at
see
here.
that.
So
But I just thought it was weird because like the superhero one, they seemed like it was gonna keep going, but then it just stops. Which sounds like all right. I guess each chapter is one different story. It's like when we read chapter three, it's like it was a different story. I was like, what
yeah, we
happened to
didn't
the
expect that.
superhero guy? What was going on with him?
Yeah, I agree.
What about the horror factor? What do you guys think of the horror factor that was presented?
I thought it was I thought the first one was scary. I'm not a huge horror person. I don't like jump scares in general, so I don't like watch horror movies or anything like that. But that sort of Black Mirror, Twilight Zone type of storytelling is interesting to me. And like I said, I think the first issue was like kind of cool and weird.
I do think it's very hard doing horror in comic setting because you don't have like that visual, like the video aspect where you can get a person jump scared. I mean, like, nowadays you can because you can't put GIFs inside your comic and put music and ambience and everything. But it is a
But
little bit harder.
they did manage to make it fairly suspenseful though. Like I was like, uh-oh, where's this going? Is she gonna like burn the house down or I wasn't really sure. The others, again, yeah, they just kind of feel like short stories. But I don't know about I don't know if the other ones are horror. Well, I guess the one with the dog was going to be horror. Like some of those panels are actually scary to me. I think they do a good job. I think it's the limited color palette, the contrast, the way they apply the textures and stuff. I think they do a good job of using that black and white to kind of further the horror element of it.
Yeah, I
So because
suppose
it's
so.
difficult to do, I feel like they do it okay.
For me,
I don't
for
know.
me, I always
Yeah.
think like horror comics are just more creepy than anything else because you can't really do jump scares in comics
Hmm.
because it's a still image. Even though
Hmm.
like you can put the most amount of detail that you ever want, but it's still just gonna be a still image at the end of the day. And how scary is a still image? At least for me, it's not that much.
I'm trying to think of a really good example of one because that's a good point. But I feel like I've been scared by single images before. I just can't cite one right now.
Yeah, usually
But
it's like a jump
I
scare.
wish I
It's like you
could.
you like scroll down too fast and it's something like, oh my god, that's
Like some of them stick with me. Like there are panels in, for example, The Killing Joke, the Batman comic, um, that are scary on their own. And then Death in the Family a little bit. Sorry, I'm a Batman person. Death in the Family like a little later. I mean, some of those panels are. I don't know if they're scary, but they're
they're unnerving,
disturbing.
is what
Like
I would
there are,
say.
yes, unnerving, yes. So in that way,
So
I do get the sense it's a little bit horror, which is supposed to be how a Twilight Zone is. So I think
yeah, that's what I
again,
was saying.
I
Like
got that it was
it's not
Twilight
like
Zone-ish.
scary, like jump scare movie scary. It's creepy. It's
Yeah,
unnerving.
yeah,
It makes you unsettled.
yeah,
Which is, I think it's fine for a comic setting. I just think you don't get like that heart pounding scare. Like if you're, uh, what's an example I can use? Like in the Jurassic Park movies when they were like being chased by the Velociraptors and you're just like they're just hiding from it, and you get
yeah,
that suspense. Like it's hard to get that feeling in comics, but the
yeah,
unnerving, the creepiness factor, I can see it happening
yeah. And
more easily.
I think they're doing it here. Like I said, I got that it was Twilight Zone right away. So for that, I think it's successful in that I got the tone of it.
Yeah, it's like a bunch of
Trying
short
to do that.
stories of like something that's creepy that happened. Yep. The only thing I just like had a complaint about is that the stories don't seem to finish. I mean, at the very least, the ones we saw, the stories were more unfinished than not. Other than
Yeah.
that, how about you, Elf? You've been awfully quiet. Did you have anything you wanted to say? Elf, you there? Elf is gone.
Maybe she muted for a second, or maybe she got really scared and fainted.
All right, so with that, then maybe she'll get. We will go into the peanut rating. All right, how about you start us off this time, Bridie?
I mean, I think the assets and the art and the brushes and stuff are all really cool. So from an art standpoint, I think it's an 8. I'm a big fan of the high contrast look on comics. Um, Story wise, I want them to be complete anthologies. Like I want them to be fully realized short stories that I feel as the person reading it, that it either I feel like these stories in particular lend themselves to having a cliffhanger. So if they're going to be 2-part, it shouldn't just feel like it just drops off and ends. it should have a cliffhanger, especially because it has that supernatural horror suspense type of thing happening. Um, but I like how different it is because there aren't a lot of these on Webtoon, I don't think. So I like that it's sort of a unique vision. But yeah, like you said, the stories are kind of incomplete. So for that, I guess I'm gonna give it a 7 because I think maybe the story is like a 6, but the art's an 8. So I'd be willing to read more just based on kind of looking at it and just seeing, especially like I would probably finish reading through part 2, and then see if that one feels satisfying at the end and deciding to go on. So based on this, I'll probably give it a 7. I think the presentation's really cool, and I like the
7.
horse. Yeah.
All right. Elf, you still there? Can you hear us? It's not back yet. All right.
Oh no.
So I think I would say that this story here, I think it's 7, 6.5 to 7 range ish. The reason I say for that, I think like the art and the presentation of it is great. I think the display of the stories is very unique. Like it's not the first like horror like story of the week story that we've covered. We had I
Oh,
think it was
okay.
like two of them. I think it's like part of the. And I always think it's very unique. Like these short stories that are supposed to be creepy, it's supposed to be on them. They kind of feel like campfire stories.
Yeah.
Like you're just there and you're like with your friends in like the dark and you just tell like this creepy story. And like it's
Yes.
a person like come here, I'm gonna tell you the story of the so and so. And even like the story, if it doesn't make that much sense, it's still like still has that edgy, creepy factor to it.
Yeah.
So that's always interesting. But like I said, the story isn't complete. It doesn't finish,
Yeah.
and
I
that kind
think for
of
these we have to land it. Yeah.
you have to stick the land. You have to land your plane.
Yeah.
You can't just go like and then the dog saw this and well next one. It's like what? I want to know what happened to the dog. What's going on?
Well,
What's with the
actually, I wonder
guy?
if they
Go
I wonder if they
ahead.
forgot to upload because it does say "Beware the Rags" Part 1. So I wonder if they just like left one off because these were all updated kind of on the same date. So I'm wondering if they just, I don't know, accidentally left one out because it does
Maybe.
say that one Part
Oh
1,
yeah, it does
but
say that. Maybe they did. They forgot one upload.
even still, I don't feel like that one had a cliffhanger, so I didn't understand that there was more story happening. It sort of just ended. Even if it said to be continued
Oh
or
wait,
something.
it's saying on the stream here they took down part two of the rags.
Was it too violent
I guess they
or
took it down
something?
because it was too violent.
Oh,
Oh
well.
dang.
Well, I mean, yeah. Okay, so it is
Well,
incomplete.
I guess that is probably why that happened. I have had some of my pages get taken down, but usually they do tell you exactly what you need to change to put it back up. But I guess it isn't kind of annoying that happened. See what else they said also. Pretty cool. Let's see, Andy said it's pretty cool anthology series. I like that segue. Characters between episodes were pretty solid. The only thing I'd critique of them play is the panel spacing. Oh yeah, the
Oh,
panel
really?
spacing was also a little bit big. Like there was
Yeah.
like a word, and then you had to scroll down a little bit. But I guess that is a opinion like from reader to reader. I do think some of these stories like having to scroll down does help build suspense a little bit for the story's creepiness factor. But I do agree like if you have too much it does get kind of redundant.
Uh, yeah. Well, I said on the last one I didn't like white space, but I'm a fan of like gradients and kind of like leading your way down and stuff. Like it doesn't have to be filled with
Oh,
something or I don't know like with heavy dialogue or anything, but I do want to be continued down. I don't want a bunch of abrupt like white in between each panel. That's me. But like you said, it's a personal thing. Um,
yeah,
so I see what they're saying.
I think it's oh yeah, there's I do see that there is a lot of effort on the comic being made. It is interesting, seeing like the background characters like, oh, we're here now, and let us read the next one. This
Yeah, I
time we
do like
got
the
This time we got an interesting story about from all the way from Waterloo.
Yeah, I like the setup a lot. I like
Yeah.
Horsey. I like Mannequin. I like the maid. I like I like them a lot, a lot.
Yeah, they're very good. So, but I think the only thing they really need is like maybe stick the landing a little bit.
Or land the cliffhanger so that
Land the
I'm
cliff,
like,
or just like maybe edit the episode they took out so that it fits in with their whatever webtoons terms of services,
yeah, yeah.
or just host
So
it on a different
we want
website,
the satisfaction of the ending. Yeah,
or
that's
maybe
true
just host
too.
it in a different website,
Yeah.
that has looser kind of TOAs, and then like use that as your main comic hub for people. But then again, that's like more like marketing thing. Like we know that people usually post on webtoons because most of the readers are on webtoons, which kind of sucks, but it is what it is, and we have to live with it.
Yeah, I just see Webtoon as YouTube for comics. So, um, yeah.
Very, very true. Yeah. All right. So I think Elf it is maybe a little bit out. So we'll just go with the 6.5 on this one, and we'll roll the next one that we're gonna do. We'll wait for her to return.
She has to return. She has to pick the last comic.
Yeah, she has to return. Like she has to think and pick the last comic. Right. So with that, we will go back to our little. Let's remove this one and go back to spin the wheel. We are back in the betting screen.
I don't have anything to bet.
Yeah, unfortunately, only the one that has anything to bet is Elf, and she said that she was gonna keep it so that she can guarantee her winning.
She did. She did.
Oh,
Which
Brofans here
smart
says they
strategy.
edited twice and they took it down twice.
Oh, dang.
Dang, that just sucks.
Yeah, a bunch of people just I think what's the one that Global Comics is that the one that people they don't flag as much? There's one specifically where people are like, if it's a really violent comic, they go on.
I think it
I don't
is
think it's
Global Comics.
yeah. I think that's they're okay with blood and stuff.
There's also Nami Kami. I don't know how they are.
Oh yeah.
I think that's how they are over there. All right, so let's spin the wheel then. Bet my soul. Fortunately, we can't get your soul in coin form yet, Andy. Let me just change the screen here. So you can see.
Do the odds ever change?
I do update the odds every once in a while. It's just that, it doesn't change as much.
Are there 30 on the wheel? So it's like
No,
superhero. There's
30,
ones. Oh, okay.
30 means, out of all of them, there's maybe like one or two.
Okay, gotcha. Okay.
The odds are saying like how many you are likely to get. All right, so let's spin the wheel since show your emotions.
That's probably a romance.
Feels romancy.
Might be animals though. I'm still holding
Might
out.
be animals. We never know. It could be animals.
What if it's heartwarming animals?
Do you want to guess what it is?
Oh.
What do you think it's going to be?
Hmm, let me say slice of life.
It
With slice of
is,
life.
in fact, a comedy LGBTQ plus.
Oh, okay, I was way off. That's kind of slice of lifey.
It's
Life is
kind of
funny.
slice of lifey. There is some slices and some lives there. You know, some people live and slice. Alrighty then. So, a series about an emotionless boy and an expressive boy. And that's it. That's all it says. It's all she wrote.
Okay then.
All right, so
Oh,
let's.
it has plenty of subscribers.
There's a lot of them. Yeah,
It's
it's a
very
pretty big. It's a
popular.
big one. Yeah.
Cool.
So episode 0.
Can you go big?
Oh yeah, right. It's going big. Uh, over here. Change stream. Here we go.
Yay.
All right, so. Oh wait, of course I'm not streaming. I'm on Steam. I mean, Discord. Or the Discord window's not working. All right.
Should I be whoever the flower cloud is?
No, I'll be the flower cloud.
Okay.
I always see him happy. How someone could be that expressive all the time. Stark. After our winter break, he returned to school emotionless. Oh,
I don't
this
know.
different people?
They're
Was it
introducing them.
Okay, so this is the expressiveless guy. Okay, Ned. The friends who used to circle him, only two remained. At first, I wondered how someone's personality could change so suddenly. Maybe if I tease him a little, I could make him smile. But why isn't anything going according to my plan? Show your emotions.
Oh, I get the title now. I got it.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. This time I have a foolproof plan.
What is it this time?
I'm going to switch his spicy drink with it. I'm going to switch this spicy drink with his. After he drinks it, there's no way he won't react. Lunchtime. Class, enjoy the break. Elf, are you there? Speak to us. Did you think Elf went to
Come
snoozed?
back.
Are you there? Are you beyond the void? Wait, let me try.
Maybe she was the one with the dollhouse that got teleported
Maybe
to a
she's the one
different
that got
dimension.
teleported with the dollhouse.
Mhm.
Wait 1 second. I think I can maybe get her attention with this. No, wait, I don't have her. You can't do video calls through Discord and be on live chat. I guess we'll just have to wait for her. Let's see. So, enjoy class. I just need those two to leave, but they're always sticking close to him. Neo, who's saying this? Oh,
I
this is
guess
the
the
girl, yeah.
girl. I can be the girl.
You be the girl.
Neil, would you like to come to the cafeteria with us? Sorry, I brought my own lunch.
Uh, wait for us. Only take a couple of minutes. Whip. That's convenient.
I don't know what that means with the dotted line and the. I've never seen that notation before in a comic.
That notation, I think, usually means like the whispering.
Oh, okay.
But I guess it's like loud whispering.
Huh.
Milk. Ow. Grab. Switching. Sorry, I didn't notice. A few minutes later. We're
We're
back.
back.
Let's eat. Oh no. A few minutes later. Hey, what the heck? Why are you not breathing fire?
Hmm?
Let me try some. Why aren't you reacting?
I love spicy drinks.
Don't be so proud of yourself. After school. Sorry, I swapped it. Here you go.
Thank you.
Right, last one. Right, the teacher. Okay, class.
Oh, okay.
Today's activity, we're going to draw each other. I'll randomly choose who you will be partnered with. The partners are Ace Jackson, Mabel Teacher, Stark Neo. You have 30 minutes. Go. Now, everyone, as a partner, you have 1 hour to draw each other. And then show your drawing to your partner.
An hour's a long time.
It is. Draw me like one of your French girls. Make me look good. Awkward.
I have any trouble figuring out who's saying what.
I think it's the girl.
Why am I being paired with my teacher?
While drawing. Oh, he's taking this seriously. I wouldn't mind seeing his shocked face. I'm going to make this really good, and he'll be shocked. He'll be so fucking shocked how cool I did it. Look, this is you. It sucks. This is mine.
Is that?
I think this was
Oh
the other
yeah,
guy, yeah.
yeah. Wow. Oh no. Yeah.
Wow, this is really good. You're paying good attention to my face. Whack.
Oh, sir, this is so good. It really looks like me. It's great.
but why am I making that weird face? Yeah, I talk with you for a moment. Oh wait, is this the teacher saying? No,
I
no, it's a
think
secret
so.
guy. How about you be the receptionist?
Is it all right if I buy that drawing from you? Of course.
Go back to your class. Look at mine. Isn't it great?
Wow, this is really good.
Can you act like you're really impressed?
I am impressed. Look at mine.
Ha 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 ha. The teacher heard him. What are you laughing at? The drawings, see you after class. Neo, I love the chin. Oh, it's the Sasuke meme pose.
Oh, that's funny.
Alrighty then. I guess this is the end. Alright, I guess it's a bunch of stories. They're gonna be short stories. That makes sense.
So okay, so it is slice of life. I would argue.
It's slice of life slice of life light.
Ish. If there was a third category, it would be slice of life.
Probably. If there was a third category, it'd be slice of life. Now, what do you think of the story and in the art of this comic that was presented to you?
Well, like I said when we were reading, it was a little hard to follow, like who was saying what when. Some of the characters were a little difficult to tell, like the teacher, which one was the student, which one was the other guy. I mean, I like the style of the art, but I'm not sure. I wasn't totally sure where to go next. And again, I think not in a bad or good way, but in a narrative story, I think it's really important that the person creating the narrative controls the flow of the story because it is sequential. So it does have to kind of make sense and be consistent where it makes sense. So I admit I was a little bit lost. It was the panels were a little too floaty. But I like the art. I think it's cool. I think it's fun. I think that high school slice of life stuff is fun. It's interesting that he wants. I like the concept of like there's this emotionless guy and the other guy's trying to get him to show his emotion, and what that dynamic looks like, sort of like the Odd Couple a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I kind of like it.
I think it's something that usually you see in a comic that what makes it hard to follow is when like a multitude of characters are presented all at once. Here it wasn't that as bad as I've seen in other comics, but usually in stories like slice of life stories, it's good to present like introduce two characters at a time instead of multiple of them.
Hmm.
Like even though the guy with that has the emotional problem, he has friends because like he introduced the entire friend group all at once and they were interacting with each other and we weren't really familiar with them yet. That I think that's what made it be kind of hard to follow. But you can do like a multiple character introduction well, but I think here because we weren't really we weren't really familiarized with the characters yet because some of
Hmm.
them were speaking outside of frame. It did become a little bit confusing because of
Yeah,
it.
and that thing, that introducing the character thing, I did it a little in mine, which isn't, the solution to everything necessarily. Just, I'm not saying because I did it, they should do it this way, but there is that, like, oh, this is so and so. It's his, friend. She's the top of the class. And then this is so and so. He's an athlete and really loves whatever, badminton. And just giving them a little bit of something, giving them a little bit of distinction so that we know they're separate. But I agree. I think there was a little bit more room to establish the leads before we started adding a bunch of cast. And I do think the word bubbles need to be like very clear at that point because you don't know the tone of who's talking well enough to try to fill in the blank. Like if the word bubble goes nowhere, like if it's not associated with someone, you can't tell by what they're saying necessarily
I
if you
think
don't know
that
the characters
I
that well who
think
says it.
I think what it needs more, it's a closer. I don't know how to say this. It's less characters interacting per scene. Like if it's just two characters talking to each other in the scene, you can like have the word bubbles farther away from them that it's not really gonna affect the readability that much.
Mm-hmm.
because you already know what the characters are saying.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And because there was a bunch of different characters interacting and we weren't familiarized with them yet, that's why the word bubbles became a little bit confusing. But what can really help with this is just have every single bubble have a tail. The
Yeah.
having the bubbles without the tail is a thing you usually see in manga. It does work with it because the traditional page format, you can't not look at a character that's speaking at all times, even if they're like in
Mm-hmm.
a different place of the panel. If they're coming from like another part of it, you know that they're there because unless it's like their introduction and you're like this person, you're gonna hear them first and then see them. Then maybe
Mm-hmm.
in those cases, you know, like you don't know who's saying, but at most time you do.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But
Yeah.
because this is a
Well,
web comic and you can't like space it out more than in a traditional page, there will be times where you have words and no like picture for it. So you just gotta be careful in those specific times.
yeah,
One.
and then once you do have the picture, the words and the picture should be very like specific to them.
Huh? Nelf, you there? Can you hear us?
Yeah, yeah, that's
Oh, I see you're a little bit tired today, aren't you?
I am.
And we saw you snoozed off a little bit, but you're back. Don't worry, we're in the last comic already today.
And you get to pick it.
And you get to pick it right
Oh,
after you.
oh yeah, because I did win.
Yeah, you're the winner. But before that, let's just finish up this comic off. Brady. Let's
Yeah,
give
sure.
us the peanut rating so we can close this out with a what do we call a golden bow? Is that the phrase? Tie a knot on it.
Tie a bow. Yeah,
Tie
yeah,
tie a boat
something like
knot,
that.
something like that. All right, so
um,
I personally think they did it's a good genre that they did. The short stories of the kid wants to get a reaction out of another kid for maybe like because they want to socialize better. I think it's fine. I think the story did this introduction did introduce the characters very well, like at least the two main character leads. I think they fumbled a little bit with the side characters, but nothing's perfect. But because of that, I think it's a 7 out of 8. If you like if you like romance, if you like comedy, I think you would enjoy it.
yeah, I agree. I'm a fan of the slice of life, like kind of cute. Oh, how do I get their attention? How do I gain their favor? Like just that kind of like chase
Notice me,
situation.
senpai.
Yeah, I think yeah, exactly. So I think that premise is fun. I think webtoon is a good format for it. So I agree. It's a 7. I like the little kind of sketchy chibis. I think they're fun. I think I do wish some of the panels felt a little bit more finished. Um from the like I like the overall art style, but from what I remember, just some of them didn't look completely finished. So if you're gonna have a sketchy, unfinished style, then I guess my opinion on it is that it should be consistent throughout the comic. But if you have a bunch of tight panels that have a lot of detail, and then a handful of panels that feel unfinished or whatever, I mean, it's you have no choice but to compare them to the previous panels. So I would just be a little bit more aware of maybe just making sure the panels themselves are like a complete thought. But I mean, in general, I like the art style and everything, so I agree. I think it's like a 7.
All right. So 7 it is for both of us. All right. Now, if you would have been so proud, the comic that we read was finally an LGBTQ plus.
It was.
Yeah, and you just snoozed through the
Oh,
entire thing.
that's how you know I was tired. I would have been damn. Ah,
All right, so we are on the final comic of the night. Have you dreamed about it? Have you seen it in a vision?
I Like some of the comics from like my friends' stuff is starting to dwindle, you know?
Gotta make more friends then.
Yeah. Um
Joking. That's a joke.
not yeah. I think this time I don't have one on my mind yet, so
Do you want to pick one that's already on the list?
yeah. Oh, how about that one that we were talking about earlier, the one that never got picked?
Oh yeah, before the stream started, we were talking about one of the comics that's been just on the list for like the longest time.
Yeah, how about we just knock that one out?
Yeah, let's just get that one out of the way. Just remember what
Yeah.
the name of it was. Let me open up the list here. It was drum roll. It was called Fry Fans. So fans that fry.
Okay, there you go.
All right, let's open up the old webcomic thingamabob. Let's go to webtoons. Oh yeah, also before I forget, show your emotions. Make comic if you like this kind of thing. You should check it out. All right, how do you spell that? Frifan. Huh. Wait,
Hmm?
it's not here. Did I spell it right? Yeah, I did. Fry fans.
Is it two
Prob-
words?
Let's see. Yeah, it's weird. It's not here. Let's
Has
try
it been so
this.
long that it's no longer on Webtoon Canvas?
Let's see that. Fry X fan.
Oh,
Fan. It's not Fry X fan. Let's you see if the art style is the same. I think it is, yeah.
Hmm.
It's a guy. The image was a guy looking at a camera, and here we got a guy looking at a camera. I guess it is that. Wait, maybe it's Fry X fan. Maybe that's why I'm not finding it. Nope, it's not that either.
It's just no longer on Canvas
Guess
anymore.
it's just no longer on Canvas. I do think it is this one because this is the art style of the thumbnail.
Or is the creator the same?
It's a Kawi draws. Is it that one? Where is the creator name on this thing? At least I guess it is. Yeah, the same creator. So
it
just
does
look.
say that there's violence and stuff, so maybe they decided to go over here because Webtoon pulled it.
Probably that's what it was. Are you sure you want to enable mature? Yeah, sure. All right, guys. So you know the drill. It's adult comics, so avert your eyes. If you're a kid, avert them. But the art is actually looks really nice.
It looks like we're getting them in pages.
Yeah, you get them. It's a traditional comic. Okay, I can kind of understand why probably they didn't do very hot in webtoons. They don't really do. They don't really appreciate the traditional comics there. Hmm. How about you be this character then, Elf?
Okay, you zoom in just a teensy bit.
The thing is that I kind of can't.
You can't?
I can't. It's kind of fixed.
Mm. Oh, alright then. Is that saying, cops? Yep.
Zzz, zzz.
Yeah, cops.
911, what's your emergency?
Hot.
Sir, is there a fire?
Uh,
Sir?
Sorry, there's a really hot guy in my dorm. Like, really hot.
Is the man on fire?
What? No.
Is he hurt? Or choking? Or
He's fine. He's just sleeping.
is he in danger? Is he a danger to you?
Maybe?
Maybe. What do you mean?
Shouldn't I ask first? Just to be sure?
I don't understand.
Listen, I could be in danger right now, but I've seen a ton of gay porn that starts exactly like this, so.
Can you can you give me more details?
On the porn?
No,
Gladly.
not. Why did you call emergency service? Sir?
Sorry, his face was being too hot. What'd you say? Hello?
Yeah, call ended.
Oh,
Burp. All right. Uh, Bridie, you're gonna be hot guy.
uh,
hey, you're not a murderer or a robber, are you?
nah,
Cool. Are you here to do me?
nah,
Oh,
evil.
huh?
Get your evil, smelly finger out of my face.
Oh, sorry.
Uh,
You're evil.
What?
Wait. Oh.
a few minutes later.
That's some quality H2O.
Okay.
Hit me.
So, who are you?
Day. I didn't have any.
Actually, are you high?
You caught me.
Cool. So, do you have drugs? Like, cool drugs?
You glot me.
Can I have one?
Nah. They're all in my tummy.
Oh, still cool.
Thanks.
Your knife is cool too.
Thanks. You're really nice, sir.
Theo.
Theo. Good name, bro. Good job.
Uh, thanks? Kind of just
Theo.
given that when you're born. Yeah?
Don't go homeless. It sucks.
I won't.
Some evil guy was letting me stay, but I had to go because he was too evil, you know?
Hmm. Sure.
Now I'm all cold and alone and cold and lonely.
So
Okay.
so horny.
Uh,
Just bricked up, bro.
mm. So, why'd you break in?
Homeless, remember?
Yeah, but,
Why doesn't anyone ever listen?
um,
I needed a place to sleep before the cops come get me.
oh, are you, like, on the run?
Yeah, you called them, right?
I, don't think they're coming.
Oh. What now?
You can stay here tonight.
Cool.
Sleep.
Flump.
Wait, are we still in the first episode?
Mm-hmm.
I do believe,
Okay.
yeah.
Hmm. Lonely.
The next morning.
Yep.
Cheers.
That's cool. Literally. You had to break my window in the dead of winter?
I'm so sorry. I was drunk, high, and I'm sorry. I'm such a
Dude was crossfaded, man. Shit. Uh, hey, I gotta get ready for class soon, but um, do you want to be friends with me?
Huh?
Okay, now it's the end of chapter.
Hmm.
Okay.
All right, with that, we will
Invincible.
invincible.
Yeah.
All right, so we will end it there. All right, what are your thoughts on the chapter presented? Like,
I liked it. Like first off, I think it did well with like the page format with like the graphic novel feel. Like and also I think there was a decent amount like a really decent amount of content in like the first like I guess issue or chapter that was presented. I feel like there's like the mystery of like oh well not necessarily mystery like was he floating in the beginning or was that just like the person's like
I think that
perception of him?
was just the perception of it.
Yeah.
Also, they did, present the characters well since this is going to be a slice of life story. There's not really like some overarching big bad that's going to destroy the world in 30 days or something. So
Yeah,
they
just two dudes talking.
just two
And I
dudes
think
talking,
they
and one of them is just really, really high.
yeah. And it felt like a really natural conversation to have because like it was like not necessarily like over like it like it really felt like a real conversation of what I'm trying to say. You know, like sometimes the like
I
if you knew
really
smiling
felt like that
friends.
guy was high.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
No, I do agree with you there. Was a good conversation. It did like present well at the very least. Also, there was a little bit of comedy in there, like the guy's like, "Oh,
Like, oh, like
there's a
this
guy
guy's like
there's a
hot.
guy
Like, is he
sleeping
gonna
in
like
my house. Is he a danger to you? No, is he a danger to himself? Maybe. I haven't asked
mm-hmm.
him yet."
Yeah, the 911 call was clutch. I really enjoyed that. Anytime I'm reading it and I laugh like out loud, I feel like that's a really good like
Like they did a good job.
gag. Yeah.
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 Like it can pull a laugh out of you and it's not just for like uh something that's like more not like it's not like a quality issue, it was like from the actual writing that made you laugh.
Yeah, I thought it was I agree with everything. I thought it was really clever. I think the scenes were really well laid out. And looked really polished. It felt really polished.
Yeah.
And it's not even a comedy story, it's a slice of life. So good job on them for that. Wasn't even like the prime directive, but they did it anyways.
I also think they introduced the characters in a way that they didn't like they gave you a sense of their personalities um, without beating you over the head with their personalities. Like you got a
Yeah.
sense of them. Like they felt really like you said it was a real conversation, but even beyond that, it felt like real people having the real conversation. I feel like they did a good job setting up the personalities.
Yeah.
And also the not story, the art style I think was really great. The expressions I think looked really well in the characters. No 3D
Yeah,
assets were very well seen. If they did, they flowed well with the style. And this is one of those stories where they introduce the characters first before anything else. So you
yeah,
saw the high character, the shy one that wants to have friends, that watches way too much gay porn.
Ugh.
That's a
yeah.
thing
That
for
was
the
a funny panel too.
I was like, oh, I think I saw a bunch of like stuff that has like the same scenarios. Like, am I gonna get did? Like, oh, it's very
am I
mild.
gonna
I
get
think like
gonna get diddled? And it's like, wait,
yeah,
hello?
the
Oh, they hung
casualness
up.
of it
It
also was like very funny as well.
Yes, yeah. I like the casualness of it. It was funny. It was really good.
was really good. Yep. So with that, we will give the last rating for this comic for the night. What do you guys think? What is your peanut rating? Starting with you,
I'll
Alpha.
Yeah. I think again, like I just think it did like everything very well. Even if we only saw like this first chapter, it just like good art, good characters, writing and stuff. So I think this is for me an easy like 8 out of 8 peanuts.
Easily 8 out of 8. Good job. All right
Yeah.
then. How about you, Birdie? Bridie? I almost said Birdie
I like
there.
Birdie too. That's funny.
Mm.
I agree. I think it's ready to print. Like it doesn't. It already seems like it. It doesn't have a. It doesn't have to find its footing. They have a very clear vision of what it's supposed to be. So yeah, I agree from everything I said before, and with that in mind, I would give it all 8 of the peanuts, the whole sack,
The
the whole
whole
Mhm.
stack of peanuts.
the whole stack of peanuts.
Yep,
Giving all the peanuts, not leaving anything behind.
no crumbs.
All right. No crumbs. All right. I actually do agree with you guys there. Like, functionally, this introduction did everything an introduction is supposed to do. It introduced the characters well and their personalities and their wants and what they really and how they interact with the world. It being a slice of life story, I think that's the main thing you should introduce of your characters. You don't really need to introduce like some sort of big overarching story. And they did a great job in introducing the cast. And
At least like
like
the first two dudes that we see.
no, and that's the thing we said in the other story that they introduced way too many people all at once. This one
Oh,
they
yeah.
started out, introducing two people and they stuck with it and we got to know them very well before they moved on to the next people they're gonna introduce. And I think they did a good job with that. So 8 out of 8 peanuts. And
Yeah,
I think we all said it. And with that, we finish our podcast for today. I hope you guys had fun.
Yay.
We enjoyed
we did
yourselves.
it. I love seeing all
And
the different art styles.
yeah, it's
Oh
always
yeah,
nice
it's
seeing
really
all these different
fun.
art styles.
It's really
And
cool.
before I forget, if you out there, Peanut viewer, want to check out the story, you can check it out over on Global Comics. That's where we found it. Baby used to be on Webtoons, but they took it out. Now it's over on Global Comics. We'll give it, the likes, the comments, the subs. Now it's called Fry X Fans instead of Fry Fans. But you know what you got to do. You go give it a like, give it a read, give it a comment, all the things.
Yeah. Put your eyeballs on it.
Put your eyeballs on it.
I would say like and comment all of the ones we saw
Maybe
across
Yeah.
the board. Spread the love.
Yeah. But with that, we finish the stream today. I hope you guys enjoyed seeing us read comics and have opinions on them. If
It's
you
what
want
we're
to see
here
more of
for.
us, you will see us here again next week. I mean, not next week, because next week is going to be apparently a big holiday for you Americans. So we'll give you guys your American Independence Day holiday.
Yeah.
But the week after, we shall start anew once again, reading comics and having opinions on them with some gambling on the side. So thank you very much, everyone, for being here today, and would like to say goodbye to everyone. Goodbye.
Thanks. Thanks for having me,
Goodbye
guys.
and good
And
night.
thank you for being here as well,
Yes, thank
Brady.
you.
And goodbye. Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.